just like those mics do. And I think they're used to controlling the mute themselves with this. So if you just...
This one is on, so we'll turn it off.
Good morning. I wish you a good day and welcome to our worship service. Is my microphone working correctly? Yes, okay, very good. We are grateful that you are here with us today. My name is Joy Hembel, and I am the service coordinator for today here at All Souls Church, where our mission is to seek truth, practice love, and celebrate life. Whether you are joining us for the first time or you've been a member for a long time, you are welcome here. Whatever faiths you may have known or not known, or whatever your heritage, you are welcome here. Whatever questions you hold, whatever truths you seek, whatever sorrow you have known, whatever joy has filled your heart, no matter where you were born, you are welcome here. Whatever the color of your skin, hair, or even toenails, you are welcome here. Whoever you are and whomever you love, you are welcome here. So if you would look at our order of service here with the picture on it of the singing bowl, you can see that our speaker today is Deb Yoder. I'm the service coordinator. Our pianist is Carol Flower, and we have our child care workers there listed who are invaluable to us. I will make just a very few announcements because most of the announcements are printed in the insert in your program. And this is so we have more time for our speaker. But I will especially call your attention to the next Sunday's service, where we are going to have a slightly different service than normal because we've invited our renter congregation to talk about our culture, our people, and our music. And so this was a message from the Life in Christ All Nations Church, which renters our church right after our Sunday services. And they are a small group of people who came here from Africa and have lived in the United States for a while. And they're going to tell us their story and share with us some of their music. And after that, we're going to have a potluck, so that I would invite you to bring a dish and share your food amongst ourselves and the members of the other congregation. And so we just hope that you come. It'll be a regular type service, except they will be doing some of the music and some of the speaking next Sunday, November 26th. The other things in the announcements you can read for yourself. Are there any other special announcements that didn't get into the printed announcements? If so, please come up here and you can briefly announce them.
Good morning. My name is Sandrine Pilas, and the same day next Sunday, then there is a women's circle happening here from 7 to 9 p.m. Open to any woman if you crave some deep connection and feeling heard and seen, that's the place to go. So it's happening next Sunday here from 7 to 9 p.m.
Thank you. Anyone else? And if so, please come up and form a line so we can do these briefly.
Good morning, Rick Noby. Happy Sunday. I talked with you a couple of months ago about an event dealing with climate change and sustainability, and we put that event together, and it is going to be next Saturday, not this next Saturday, but Saturday, December 2nd, and it's going to be in the gathering place inside Our Savior's Lutheran Church. Starts about 9:30 in the morning. It'll be done a little bit after 12. We're going to have the state climatologist in. We're going to have a professor from USD that deals with sustainability issues, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to send Alan this sheet so that he can distribute it to you folks, but I'll leave it downstairs when the service is over. And there's a QR code on there that you can go to sign up. And we ask you to sign up. We've got about 240 seats available. We want to fill the place, and it'll be a great opportunity for conversation and for listening both. So thank you, December 2nd.
And it was posted on our Facebook page this morning.
Oh, way to go. Thank you very much.
Just briefly, after our program today and after the coffee hour, or part of the coffee hour, instead of the circle discussion, we will have a chance to see the inside of the house next door, which is for sale, and have an opportunity to learn more about that information.
Thank you. So we will now hear our pianist, Carol Flowers, play Mountain Majesty. The chalice reading for today is number 449 by Albert Thielander. We hallow this time together by kindling the lamp of our heritage. Now please join me in our first song, which is number 209 in your gray hymnal, O Come, You Longing, Thirsty Souls. Thank you. So now if you would join me, we're going to have a responsive first reading, number 551 in the back of your hymnals, from the Ute Indians of North America. I will read the regular type and ask you to respond in the italicized type. It's Earth, Teach Me, number 551. Earth, teach me stillness, as the grasses are stilled with light. Earth, teach me caring, as parents who secure their young. Earth, teach me limitation, as the ant which crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me resignation, as the leaves which die in the fall. Earth, teach me to forget myself, as melted snow forgets its life. Now I will read the story for all ages. I'm going to sit in the chair up here. I'm going to put on my lapel microphone. We'll see if I need help with that. And I ask the children to come up and listen to this story called Cat on the Mat. So I got a mat here. You want to sit on the mat like a cat. I think that would be a good idea. You all know what a mat is, right? Let's spread this out so you can sit on it. The tricky part, the lapel mic. So, and I put this one away because that's for later. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, so here's the story, guys. Cat on the mat. I always think of cat in a hat, but no, this is cat on the mat. Okay, so you know this story, maybe. How many of you seen this story before about cat on the mat? It's a new one. It's not cat in a hat, it's cat on the mat. Okay, so it's a story about mindfulness meditation. Does anybody know what mindfulness means? What can you give me a definition of mind? What's your mind? Raise your hand if you know. Yeah, what's your mind? Your head. In your head, what's your what? What's your thinking, maybe? What's going on in your head? Okay. And so if you're mindful, that could be one. I mean, it has many definitions, right? So one is that you're remembering what's in your head. But another one can be where you're trying to seek a space of peace, a space of calm, a space of safety in your head. And does anybody know what meditation means? To meditate, do you know what to meditate is? Ever heard that? What do you think meditate is? Sort of like, well, we think about all sorts of Asian practices about meditating. Meditate could also mean just to think. If you're thinking about something, you're meditating. And again, it has many meanings. But mindfulness meditation is where you purposely, with great intent, focus what's going on inside your mind at this very moment, at this present time. So this is a book about that. And this cat is sitting on a mat, just like you're sitting on a mat. And oftentimes we do see pictures of people sitting on a mat and crossing their legs, but you can do it any way you want. So I'm going to just give you an abbreviated version of this book because we don't have time to read it all, but I'll read a few pages and I'll give the book to you to take down to your education classes, to your teachers downstairs. I am the cat on the mat, and what I plan to do is talk about mindfulness meditation with you. Mindfulness meditation will help you to see thoughts, feelings, and senses and just let them be. So there's the cat. He's sitting on a red and white mat. You're sitting on a blue mat. And he's going to help us discover what this is about. So here's our cat on the mat. Life's a juggling act that can make us feel dizzy, keeping balls in the air all the time, busy, busy. So there's this cat juggling many, many balls in the air. He's just exhausted, right? Life can make us really, really exhausted with all those balls we got to keep in the air. With mindfulness, we learn to let those balls go, let them be, just for now, and take time to go slow. So he's let all his balls fall to the ground, and he's just relaxing. He's just forgetting about the balls for a few moments and just relaxing. Sometimes deep breathing helps us, right, to relax. A good way to start, or so I have found, is to open your ears to the wide world of sound. Whatever you hear, just let it be there, whether loud or soft. Take time to calm down and stop wiggling about. Get still. Feel your body from inside, not out. Feel your cheeks, feel your eyes, feel your nose. Breathing air. Lips and jaws hanging loose. Feel your skull. Feel your hair. The mindful person, I do not need to mention, listens and pays closer attention. Listens to friends with an open heart and mind. It's the kindest of acts. It is kinder than kind. Be kind to them all, whether family or friend, but be kindest of all to yourself in the end. Make friends with yourself. Be the bestest of best, and your body and mind will both get a good rest. So look at yourselves in the mirror. Be your best friend. In this last meditation, you will be sending out kindness and love. That's what it's about. Imagine someone close to you or apart, and think of their goodness down deep in your heart. This little boy is thinking of his mom. Send that someone wishes and say them like so. May you know joy, may all sadness go. May you live life with ease. May you be free from woe. May you be strong and wise wherever you go. Then turn it around and send wishes out to a wonderful someone. That someone is you. If you say it enough, I think you'll find that you'll live a good life. So here are the people. They're wishing everybody well. They're wishing themselves well. They want everybody to have a good life, a good, safe life, like the cat on the mat. So today we have Deb Yoder, who's coming and speaking to the adults about finding peace in chaos, which is what you could do if you work on sending good thoughts to people and have lots of gratitude and kindness. And you will hear her play the bells for us, probably even down in your Sunday school rooms. And you can be thinking of this book. I'm going to give it to you, and you can share it with your teachers, and I'll pick it back up when you're done. Thank you. So now we will sing you out to your class. You may go. Okay, thanks for helping me out, and I really appreciate the children being with us this morning. We are going to now do some joys and concerns. This is the part of the service where we try to express our most recent joys and our most recent concerns and share them by putting a stone in the water and letting them ripple out to the greater world. So I will begin by putting one large stone in the water and saying I'm so grateful to all of you this morning. I'm grateful to our pianist. I'm grateful to all of you. I'm grateful for JC and Dan for doing sound. I'm most of all grateful for our speaker, Deb Yoder, who's come to share her time with us and helping us find safety and peace in all this chaotic world. And I want to thank all the others, people who have been making coffee, people who have been making cookies. Even though I bought the cookies at the grocery store, somebody made them, and I'm thankful for them. So thanks for everybody who's making this service and time of meditation available to us. And please just line up. When you've got something to say, just form a line on either side of the aisle so we can be brief with this, and everyone can have a chance.
One stone of joy for my daughter getting married, my second daughter, November, or just 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks ago. And now a stone, this looks like petrified wood, a good one here. Stone of, I'm grieving the death of a man I considered to be one of my most important teachers over the last 10 years. His name was Michael Dowd. I first met him because I got this book, Compliments of the Author. He was born in November of 1958. He just died October of 2023. Him and his wife, Connie Barlow, had a website called The Great Story. For a while, they were like traveling evangelists with a van driving around the country, speaking in many liberal churches, mostly UU churches. But here's his faith statement. I'll just leave it with this. Reality is my God, evidence is my scripture, the epic of evolution is my creation story, integrity is my spiritual path, fostering right relationships with reality is my mission.
Ian Hafke, and I have an expression of joy, several expressions of joy, one of which is I'm still have my wife, Jennifer Havlick, and the other joy I have is that I got plenty of friends right now in Brandon, and I really appreciate them and all that. And I've met a new lady this week, or last couple of weeks, and she seems like a very marvelous lady. So I really appreciate her, and I think of everybody else who are struggling with what they're struggling with. And thank you so much.
I'm Alan Sogstead. Note of concern for our friends, members Scott and Janet, who are both home with COVID today. And also a piece of information, joy for Joanne Huber, who recently moved to Kansas, Lawrence, Kansas. She's a former member here, and she wanted to be near her daughter and family there.
Hi, I'm Sean Coram. I just have a concern. My dad, Steve Coram, who has spoken here on a number of occasions, but not for a while, he's suffering from Alzheimer's, and I live with him, and it's getting harder and harder to have him at home. And it's just tough to grieve somebody when they're still there.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Havlick, and I have kind of a joy, a concern, and an announcement. I think going to be at 2 o'clock at Fairbank Park, a protest in support of the Palestinians and the end of this stupid war in Israel.
Hi, I'm Chuck Taylor, and everybody knows me. I have a joy. My daughter, this semester and next semester, they gave her an extra semester for her dissertation because she was a Fulbright recipient and spent last year in Japan, so she's writing it this year. And they gave her a fellowship, and they also appointed her as adjunct professor at Washington University in St. Louis. So I'm very pleased for her, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, I've got my own microphone. Final stone, symbolizing all those joys and concerns, whether spoken or not, and ask you all to take a moment of silence to reflect on those you have heard and those you have in your own mind, and let the ripples flow out to the greater world. May it be so. I now would ask you to join me in singing our second song, number 108 in the Gray Hymnal, My Life Flows On in Endless Song. We'll just sing one verse, okay? Just one verse. And yeah, I think you all know this song. And then after that, I will introduce our speaker, who will do our second reading and her meditative mindfulness message today, Finding Peace in Chaos. So please rise as you are able or willing. Thank you. I now present to you Deb Yoder.
I'd like to thank you all for welcoming me back again to your service this morning. The topic is finding peace in chaos, and Joy has given me a fantastic lead in with the story she did and with the mindfulness meditation discussion with the kids. Chaos is all around us, but it's peace that we seek. And in John 14:27, we are told, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." But although peace is given to us, sometimes it's hard to recognize. Sometimes we need to look within to find that peacefulness or that calmness. The mindfulness meditation that Joy alluded to in Cat on the Mat is something that we have to stop and take time to look inside and look around and be grateful for what we have. And in having gratitude, that is the lead-in for the peace that we are seeking and that is given to us. So this morning, I offer you the sound meditation with the bowls, and hopefully that will bring you peace and calmness. So I ask you to just take a deep breath in and then exhale, releasing. Breathe in once more, breathing in peace, joy, love. And when you exhale, begin to release and let go the strife, the chaos, the challenges, whatever is bothering you or tormenting you. And then just listen to the bowls. May you be free from fear and harm. May you be happy just the way you are. May you be at peace with whatever comes, and may you learn to live gently in the softness of your own heart. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Deb. Now is the time when we ask for your help to do the work of our church through an offering. Half of the cash funds in the collection plate today will be donated, as it says in your program, to the Veterans Community Project, the Tiny Houses Project, where we had the speaker last Sunday. And so I will pass the plates around, and feel free to give generously. As you've noticed in our notes and our announcements, we are letting everybody know how much we're giving in the collection plates to the various charities that we give to each Sunday. So if you look at your insert, you'll see how much we've given to the various charities in the past quarter. Thank you very much. If you would now join me in saying the words to receive the offering, which is printed in your order of service. We give these gifts freely. We receive these gifts gratefully. We dedicate these gifts to the work of our congregation, serving human wholeness, caring for our planet, upholding religious freedom, welcoming the stranger, loving one another. And so now, because time does permit, I will invite you to join me in singing the third song, number 67. I hope that many of you can be with us next Sunday, but I also realize that many will be out of town for Thanksgiving. And of course, as we've just read about and heard about from Deb, this idea of gratitude and thankfulness, as well as love and compassion, is so important for us human beings to have a feeling of peace. And so I think Thanksgiving is an especially appropriate holiday for us to be ever mindful of the gratitude for what we have. So number 67, of course, is the same song we just heard Carol play on We Gather Together, but the words have been changed slightly. So I think we can sing all 4 verses. We sing now together our song of thanksgiving, rejoicing in goods which the ages have wrought, for a life that enfolds us and helps and heals and holds us and leads beyond the goals which our forebears once sought. We sing of the freedoms which martyrs and heroes have won, by the labor, the sorrow, the pain, keeps defending. Their death becomes a triumph. They died not in vain. We sing of the prophets, the teachers, the dreamers, designers, creators, the workers and seers, our own lives expanding, our gratitude commanding. Their deeds have made immortal their days and their years. We sing of community now in the making, in every far continent, region, and land, with those of all races, all times, and names and places. We pledge ourselves in covenant firmly to stand. Thank you so much. We will now extinguish the chalice. And please join me in the words, "The chalice is extinguished, but the light goes with us out into the world." So Carol will now play the postload, and as we've announced already, instead of having a circle discussion today, we'll have 10 or 15 minutes of coffee and cookies downstairs, and then if you want to have a tour of the house that is for sale next door, that will be available. Thank you so much.